I'm back. Now we're doing take 2 of caramel lattes. Caramel lattes are our second espresso drink. We have the mocha lattes and the caramel lattes. And this demo will give you an idea of how to make them the morning of Javaccino. So to back up just a little bit, for the caramel lattes, we use a thin caramel syrup. It's real thin. This is highly concentrated and highly sweetened, and that gets poured into a squirt bottle for filling the cups. And before Javaccino, we have big rectangular bins, and we will have cups lined up in that bin, and each of your caramel latte cups will have 1/4 of an ounce, which is 1/4 of a shot of the thin caramel syrup. So I will go ahead and put that in there, since I am only making one drink for our demo versus an entire tray. But on the morning of Javaccino, you will not need to do that. Now, if it's an exceptionally busy Javaccino and we run out of these, you will have the ingredients and tools down there to start filling more cups. But we're usually pretty spot on with our numbers. Okay. Now, for the topping of caramel lattes, we use a thick, like ice cream sundae topping. And so to show you how to open these cans for pouring, it's a little bit different. You always clean the top of the can first in case there's dust or dirt. And sometimes, you know, like in the warehouses, you might have rodents that have like crawled over these. And you want to make sure they're clean so nothing falls into your syrup. Now, to open these type of cans for the purpose of pouring, you use this type of bottle opener, okay? And you're using the pointed end. And there's a little bitty piece on here that sticks out, and that you're going to catch right here on the outside of the can. And then you just push, and it makes a hole. Now, you need to make a hole on the opposite side, or else it'll create a vacuum, and the caramel won't come out of the can. Okay? And now you will fill your bottles. And you can do the same thing with the chocolate. And then when this can's almost empty, you can go ahead and slice the rest off and use a rubber scraper to get the rest of the caramel out. So I'm just going to pour a little bit into this bottle, enough to shake to the other end, because again, I'm only making one caramel latte. And then for storage purposes, of course, you would wipe all this off and then cover it with plastic wrap so that nothing can get in the can and so that it stays nice and tight so that it doesn't dry out. Okay? So the morning of Javaccino, you have your thick caramel syrup, and I think that's going to run down so I can show you that, and you have your thin. All right? The first step you do is you need to get espresso. One of your classmates will be making the espresso, so that is not your job. They will be making the espresso and pouring it into a coffee pot real close to you. And that'll be their job the whole morning, is to keep making espresso for you. Your job now is you have your cups all in there. You put 1 shot, which equals 1 ounce of espresso into each cup. And again, this doesn't have to be spot on, but it needs to be close. Then you will have a percolator there full of hot milk. Now, I have not filled this percolator because I'm only making one drink. So my hot milk right now is just in this measuring cup for demonstration purposes only. And I pour this, and I still leave a little room at the top so that I can put the whipped cream on. And then you give this a quick stir to make sure the caramel has been incorporated through the milk and the espresso, both of them. Then you top it with whipped cream, and you give it some caramel syrup. Let's see if I can get enough down. Yeah, here we go. You put some caramel syrup on it, and a lid. All right, and then you can put a C on here or a CM for caramel mocha, or I mean CL, I'm sorry, CL for caramel latte, so that our students know what drink this is.